Welcome to day 12 of 30 days of Python. In this video, we'll be looking at functions in the Python programming language. So, what is a function? A function is a piece of reusable code aimed at solving a particular task. Functions are used when you have an operation you want to perform in code and you don't want to repeat yourself. Functions take in arguments, process them, and optionally return a value. What that statement means is that a function will take in values, it will work with them. It may or may not return a value. So there we have the return statement. So sometimes people just use functions to print out things or to pass values to other functions. Now in Python we have two types of functions. We have built-in functions and we have user-defined functions. I'll start with the built-in functions. The first one is int, and we have print, we have float. Anywhere you see this, you're looking at a function. To create a user-defined function, however, we have to create a script and use that as our example. So I'll save this as function example. So before you decide to create a user-defined function, advice, check online if something similar already exists so that you're not reinventing the wheel. That is the best advice I can give you. So all functions are defined with the keyword def. Then the function name, and then the function body. Now, if we run this, nothing will happen because we've not called the function. To call a function, use its name, and then you save, and then you run. And the function executes. What the function prints is called, this is a function that doesn't return anything. So we have arguments and parameters when working with functions. So I'm going to give this function a parameter. Then I'll modify it slightly. Note the use of the title function. Like I said, anywhere you see open and close bracket, you're looking at a function. This is a built-in function. What it does is it capitalizes the name the name parameter, not variable, sorry. So I'll enter my name, save, run it. And you see it has printed it out in capital with the first letter capitalized. So as I said before, calling a function involves specifying the function name followed by the function call operator and any data value the function is expected to receive. So what we've done here, this is an example of a function call. To return a value, we will check We'll go back to our original function. We want to check if it returns a value or not, and to do that, we'll use the print function. Now notice, once we run this function, it will execute because we are calling it, but it will also print out what the function should return. So you see, it prints out the output, and then prints none, meaning the function does not return a value. Let's modify the function slightly. And let's say name, bring it back to what it was before, hello, or name.title, hello world, trusting. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's not returning anything because I've not told it to return anything. Return. So in this case, this will be. Now the plus here is what we call concatenation. Plus is what we call concatenation. So I'll leave a space so that it doesn't clump up together. This means joining two strings together. It's an overloaded operator because when they are numbers, it will add them together, but when they are strings, it will join them together. The operation is called concatenation. Okay, set on matched. Okay, that's easily resolved because I moved from one side and I didn't balance it out. So run module, and you see it only returns the hello world, hello trusting, sorry. So one last thing, because I didn't know where else to put it, there's a keyword in Python called pass. Now pass does nothing. It's a placeholder which is used for future code. When pass is executed, nothing happens, but it avoids you getting an error when empty code is not allowed in your program. Empty code is generally not allowed in loops, function definitions, class definitions, or in if statements. So in those cases, we use pass. So if we print out this, you see it prints none, which is similar to this because we didn't do anything inside. Pass just prevents an error from occurring. With this, we've come to the end of our brief coverage of functions in the Python programming language. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much.